Hey folks, welcome back. I sure am glad to see you. It's been a while. So guess what folks, today we're learning yet another trick to have up our sleeves in this wonderful world of collections. And today we are speaking of hair collections. Yes, hair collections. Now don't worry folks, we'll take this one step at a time. Let's go. Alright folks, so first things first, and that is making sure we get all of our documentation squared away first. In this case, we are working with the Omega 938. All of your specimens for hair will be accompanied with a 938 and a test ACOC. So first we start off with the donor's name, last name, first name, middle initial, followed by their social security number or participant ID, whichever has been given to them by a DCS. Next up is the reason for test. So just to let you guys know, here at PSI, when it comes down to DCS, we do not deal with pre-employment, post-accident, court order, return to duty, none of that. It will always be random. Now, the next section is E, collection site address, super straightforward, where's the collection being done? Then, the drug test to be performed. We used to do just a hair 5 panel, however, in light of recent history, there's been use of fentanyl throughout the state, so now DCS is requesting that we engage in hair 8 panels, which allows for the testing of fentanyl, along with other drugs listed here. Next, we take a look at where you got your specimen from. Was it directly from the head or was it from the rest of the body? Now, just to let you know, that does include facial hair. So, if you got a hair specimen from anywhere other than the head, you write it down on that line. Arm, armpit, leg, back, etc. Again, that includes facial hair, and that'll go right on that line. Next up is the chain of custody signature. So this is done by the collector, which is you. Sign, print, time, and date. If you look carefully, the specimen has already been released to the courier, so that could be FedEx, USPS, UPS, etc. And finally, you have the donor. Print, sign, they will date the specimen, put down some sort of phone number, and they will also put down her date of birth. Super straightforward here, folks. And lastly, you'll see the hair pouch seal. Now, for illustration purposes, it has already been initialed and dated. However, on an actual collection, the participant will initial and date only after the seal has been placed on the specimen. So please keep that in mind. Alright folks, let's start with the actual hair collection. Here we go. Alright folks, thanks for being so kind, Tina. She does need the encouragement. She's been traumatized after years of working with us here at PSI and helping train collectors. Alright folks, so let's get going here, and we're going to start by looking at the Omega hair kit. Okay? So we start off with a transport bag. Then you're going to make sure you have a specimen transport envelope. And if you look there, it has a little ruler there, so you can make sure you have the right length of head hair, which is 1.5 inches, by the way. And then followed by the specimen transport tray. Now, if you look there at the corner, it does say place root, so the root of head hair goes in that little corner when you do your collections. Alright folks, so first what we do is kind of assess how we're going to engage this. So right off the bat, we need to collect from 3 different spots. Now, the amount of hair that we need needs to total the amount of the diameter of a ballpoint pen. So just to make it super clear, all 3 spots, total hair that you get from the participant's head needs to be the diameter of a ballpoint pen. Super easy and straightforward. So as you guys can tell, I sped the video up just a little bit to help us out with timing. So we make a nice little clear area of collection. As you can tell, I've collected from here plenty of times. Poor little Tina's been traumatized. But what we do now is I'll let you watch this so you guys can see how I clear the area. And notice how we make a nice little horizontal line. And again, we need 3 different spots totaling the ballpoint pen diameter. So you don't want to grab all the hair from one spot. So take a quick look. By the way, if you guys use these scissors with the little hook there, that'll help you out greatly getting the details of the collection down. Make a nice little cut, and Bob's your uncle. We got the first part of the collection. Just 2 more to go. Alright, so the second snip, we're going to go with the left ear. And once again, same thing with this side. Just like we did beforehand, we want to make sure we remove as much hair of the area of operation there. And we want to make sure things are nice, straight, and as easy as possible, so we don't leave giant chunks of hair missing for the poor participant, or Tina here for this matter. As you can tell, we're starting to get a nice little area there. It's starting to become a little bit more clear through the mist of hair, right? Showing you the nice little area. Nice and straight, sleek, easy cut. Alright, second cut done. Alright, third snip. Just like the first 2 snips, remove as much of the hair from there. Bunch it up with a clip of some sort and put it off to the side and clear up our collection area. See? Super easy, super clean, right folks? With a lot of practice, it'll be just as quick for you guys. Now, if we let Tina's hair down, you won't be able to see. See, nice and easy. Came right from there. Alright, now that we've done all of our snips, we put it all together. We just want to make it a little bit more manageable. We grab our hair transport specimen tray there. And again, notice how it says root goes towards that end. Now we compare it. Oh, okay, so that's all we need. Just 1.5 inches. Super easy, right? So we snip, make it a little bit more manageable. And then we roll it right up in there. You can put the excess there and just roll it up nice and neat, nice and gentle, right? And then we just pop it right into the hair sample envelope. Make sure there's nothing in there. Then you finally have your participant initial and date the specimen seal that we have on the Omega chain of custody, and it goes right there. So before we go forward, we want to make sure all of our information is on there. First name, last name, random, the correct paneling. Make sure everything's dated. Please make sure all the dates match too. Make sure everything's initial and signed. Then you have your participant initial and date, the seal there. And then you start working on your chain of custodies. Alright, so let's start off with the PSI chain of custody. I wanted to show you a manual one so you would see what it looks like with all the information written on there. So it has information from the participant, it has all your signatures, dates, times, right? Now, just let you guys know, the white copy goes with the specimen back to laboratory, the pink one stays with you, and the yellow one goes to the donor. Super simple. We just got to make sure to separate them nice and gentle. Now we're looking at the Omega 938, and just like the other one, it actually shows you what goes with what, right? It identifies each of its copy there. So, first of all, with the 938, with the Omega, we want to make sure we remove those edges. They're pre-perforated, so it should be easy to remove them. Just be gentle not to rip into the chain of custody and its copies. Be very gentle. Okay, and remove it. There you go. Anyways, so like I said, they already been identified for you, right? So the white one goes back to the laboratory. The pink one is the medical review officer, and so that one goes with us. The yellow one stays with you as a collector. That blue one goes with the requesting agency, so that's DCS. And lastly, the donor copy goes back, well, with the donor. So we separate all of our copies, put everything together, nice and neat. There you go. So again, so that's white, blue, and pink goes with us. And then you take your PSI chain of custody with it and fold it all together. Nice and easy. Now we make sure that the name copy is out first. So everything should match together. And then we put it in the bag. And I think that's it. Just kidding, it's not. So, if you noticed, I put the wrong side in it first. So what you're going to want to do is you look at the bag and you make sure you put in the COC with the name out. So if you look at the bag, it has instructions on the back and the other side is clear. So you want to put the name towards the side that is cleared so you can easily identify it when it gets here. Then you put your specimen in there. Everything looks good, easy to read, easy to identify. And then you just remove that protective. Get off. Anyways, so now you just fold adhesive over and Bob's your uncle. You are all set. Congratulations, you finished. No, not the end with question marks. It really is the end. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me.